Hello Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Stelliums. This is your general reading for October 2020. Call upon the higher self, universal spirit, universal source of all that is, to please watch over, guide and protect my readings and show me the clearest, accurate messages for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Stelliums. October 2020. What do Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Stelliums need to know in October 2020? What are the most important supportive uplifting messages that Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Stelliums need to know for the month of October 2020? Okay. Okay, you could be needing strength to heal from a situation and a really upsetting, hurtful, emotional situation you need to heal from. You could have walked away or have been dealing with a sadness about walking away, or the just a really emotional, upsetting time. You could be needing healing with that. You could be needing strength through that. The way that this man is sitting down in this card really stands out to me. The Five of Cups is a card that symbolizes sadness and disappointment, regret, hurt. And this character is just like sinking over his knee. He's like on the floor, just crying, just sad. Thinking about all of the things that he's lost, thinking about all the things that he's regretful of, about the these three cups that are poured upside down. Upright, they were the Three of Cups. That it was like fun, happy times, really joyful, really, really happy. Just like communion, being together. But now these cups are down. They're not upright, they're the opposite way. They've been turned over and dumped out. Maybe someone has been dumped. This is a card of breakups. but it doesn't have to be a breakup because this is a general reading. It could be about anything relating to your life so far. We haven't even gotten all the cards out yet, but this is just a card of really being upset. And but in this card there's 2 cups behind him, so 2 cups upright behind him, so there is still hope, there's still joyful moments left in this world, but there's just, it's a time where you've been focusing on the hurt and the loss, and so you could have just been mourning over that at the start of October or during October or whenever this resonates with you. It did come out reversed, so some people, I think some people say that it can be more intense if it's reversed, or it can be that you have gotten over all of this hurt. You could have already gone through it all, or you're just getting over it now and you're starting to see that you can fill up these cups again. Like you can literally just dip them into the pond and scoop them up, and it's, yeah, like you're coming out of that darkness, out of that like death of a, like that death and rebirth energy, like a lizard shedding its skin. It's like you're shedding your sadness and your depression, and it looks like you're going to have healing and strength moving out of this energy in October or soonish. Oh, okay, Scorpio, your card came out for you. So it's such, okay, and there's already strength and the star card. So there's already 2 major arcanas, and then here's the third one, which is death, which is your card of Scorpio, the symbolism. But this is definitely a card of transformation. It's not a scary card, at least not to Scorpio. If you're a Scorpio, you will be used to this energy of intense transformations. Yeah. If this is relating to work, it could be that you had to get a new job, you lost a job, or a job that you had just wasn't working out for you potentially. But there is like there's still like offers budding. There's like new hope. There's new hope for a fresh start, for a new beginning. And that message can go for like romantic stuff as well, and any other sphere of life. But the death card isn't to be feared. Oh, there's a little scorpion in here too for Scorpio. The death card is not to be feared. Like death is a natural part of life. Everything has an ending, but death represents change, because with endings brings change. I mean, like you can't have death and rebirth without change. So I think what this card is saying, of the message that's coming out, is that you need to learn to embrace this change, or at least this transformation, this ending, this new cycle will be in the forefront, or will be a focus in October, or whenever this resonates with you, whenever you're watching this. So you got the 8 of Cups after the Death card, so you could still be really hurting at this point, but you have the strength and the Star card here, so you do have the strength. It's like you do know you can get through this. Like you could have, it's made you've gained lots of experience, and so you may feel like you've gained enough experience to feel confident in the fact that you can heal from this and walk away from this. You probably know that in the future there is hope, there is light, there is happy times and joyful times ahead. But this was definitely a situation that ended, that you could have walked away from, or someone else may have walked away from you, but it was something that needed to happen. It's something that you feel sorrowful about walking away, but it's, you know that it's for the best almost. you're dropping the burden, or you may feel like this is a burden on you, but you may feel like you're dealing with a situation that is just too much for you. It's like too much of a struggle. You may be having arguments and fights with this person all the time. It's like a game of tug of war. And like people, whoever is versing each other, battling each other, is trying to win, and there's no give or take on either side. That each person is just thinking about themselves and not really listening to each other. I think you will find your light, you'll find your way. Scorpios are really good at being guided by their intuition, because they're a water sign. They're usually on point with that stuff. This could definitely signify a love relationship, romantic relationship, or personal relationship, just because the Two of Cups is coming out now. So this could have been a partnership or a situation you felt was destiny. You felt like it was destiny. You could have been really compatible. The planets are really standing out to me in the card, so you could have had like amazing chemistry or something like that, but it was, I don't know, destiny. The universe has something else in store for you, but there was definitely arguments. Okay, you were definitely arguing about something. Let's clarify. Why is the Five of Cups reversed? You're definitely wanting to release yourself from a situation. Okay. You could have been dealing with a nasty man, like really, like a nasty guy, like a tough guy, but who is actually weak as piss and just puts other people down. And you could have air in your chart, or like you could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your sun, moon, rising, or any other planet in your chart. Or you could just be taking on this Queen of Swords energy. Also, these roles can be reversed because this is general. So you could be the King of Swords reversed. He's watching this and the Queen of Swords is the person that you're dealing with. But if you're the Queen of Swords upright, then you're someone who is standing their ground. They are intelligent, they have wisdom, they've been through shit. They are clear in their thinking. They are really good at cutting toxic, negative people out of their life. The Queen of Swords often represents an older woman, or she could just be wise and mature for her age even. And then the Ace of Swords and Judgment, like she has knowledge. She's the queen. She's a queen, that crown. She's the queen of like communication and thinking and knowing things. Like the Queen of Swords, King of Swords reversed is manipulative and can be cunning and stuff like that with his words. But the Queen of Swords is also like that, except she's genuine and sincere because she's upright. And so the King and Queen of Swords reversed, because it's the same suit. It shows in this Two of Cups to me that even more so, this was like a really highly compatible couple and you had lots of similarities, but one person wanted to be malicious and cruel and not have your best interests at heart and they didn't have the best intentions, genuine and sincere intentions. And this Queen of Swords is like, I know what game you're playing. Like, don't try to outsmart me. Don't try and fool me. With the Ace of Swords and the Judgment card, it's like, yeah, the Queen of Swords is definitely good at calling people on their bullshit, But even more so with the Ace of Swords and Judgment, like there's just no getting past this Queen of Swords, especially if this person like ever lied. The King of Swords reverse can be someone who even slips up with their words sometimes if they're not careful. Like slips up with their stories and shit like that if they're lying. Yeah, wow, some intense messages, but that definitely feels like that's so understanding why you feel the way you do, and why you're needing strength and courage to get through this, like even need support. Scorpios are good at being alone, or they can tend to be alone more and just deal with things by themselves because they're such an emotional, sensitive, vulnerable water sign, but they are also one of the most likely to get hurt, to be honest. So they can learn to get this hard shell, kind of like Cancer and the crab symbolism, and they can really retreat and learn to distance, or not purposefully distance themselves from people, but just close off and not be as open and reach out for support from other people who do have their best interests at heart and do care about them. So the Page of Swords reversed, the Lovers reversed, King of Wands reversed, and then the Four of Wands. It's like you had, you're remorseful and sad about this asshole guy who came into your life, or who was in your life, and he was just, yeah, not good. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It can just be a really masculine person. Someone who was very overbearing, overpowering, and potentially over-controlling, and just had a big ego, was really destructive and immature and said nasty things and could have potentially cheated or just lied or did something that was not good. Could have been shady. And it disrupted this lovely home. You could have had a lovely home life, or you could have been trying to give them a lovely home. And they like kind of just ruined it and fucked it up. Sorry, but I'm mixing my words so much. Ooh, with the King, the Swords are definitely argumentative type energy, and the Page of Swords reverses argumentative type energy as well. So with the Five of Wands and then the King of Swords reversed and then the Queen of Swords together, arguments galore potentially, and that could be the need for healing. Like that could even represent your throat or something needing healing, or communication needing healing. Let's clarify strength. Oh, okay, Queen of Cups. You're like, you need to go into yourself. You need to heal. You need to self-soothe. You need therapy. You need support from other people. You need support from yourself. You need to be compassionate, loving towards yourself and towards the people who care about you and have your best interests at heart. This flower in this Queen of Cups hand is really standing out to me. You could be needing to hold someone's hand even to get through this time, or you could be needing to go out in nature and connect with something, connect with Mother Earth. If you have no one else that you feel like you can connect with and turn to, I think literally just embracing nature and like brushing your hand against flowers as you walk past them. Like that's what I'm picking up from this card. Can give you healing, can give you insight, can make you become more mindful and aware of your potential, your nurturing ability, the maternal, motherly, like sensitivity, caring, compassionate, loving energy. Like pour it into yourself. Drink that cup of love. I feel like the star will have the similar message, but let's just clarify anyway. I mean, I see, okay, there's two hands just like magically appearing from the sides of this lady in the star card, and I've like never looked at it this way, but I don't know if you can really tell, but it's like you need a couple of, okay, I just had to go and take care of something, but as I was saying, it's like you need a couple of people, or you have a couple of people who are going to be by your side to help you out, and it's like supportive. It's supportive people. You have support coming to help you, or you'll need support to come and help you. Okay, let's clarify this Ace of Pentacles. There's the Ace of Pentacles here for Scorpio. I think you're wanting family, you're wanting home, you're wanting stability, and let me look at some more of these messages, because I feel like there's just something that I'm missing. You could have had like it might have been really abundant, the feelings that you had with this person, or whatever you built with this person. You might have been building a home and family and a stable, secure, practical life for the rest of time, but it might have just turned into something that needed to end. It was something that got too much. It was something that became a burden for you. Understandably, if you're dealing with the type of people like King of Swords and King of Wands reversed, that is some hectic energy. You probably really wanted stability from this situation or this person, and you might have felt like you had it, but then you didn't. I feel like, okay, someone could just be hanging around in wherever they are living currently, in whatever their job or situation is, and someone is waiting for something. I don't know, you're maybe the Knight of Cups reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed. Crazy. So gosh, I think you might be needing to make plans, potentially. Lots of planning you might have to do to help get you to move in the right direction. You may just be experiencing a really hazy in-between time where it could have been like the tower, where it was really shocking to you, everything that's happened, or just the feelings you're experiencing have caused you to just be in this like in-between world, which is understandable in grieving, where you just can't do anything. You're just not doing anything, because like you could have dealt with like a lot of shit that was really hurtful, and you're needing to make plans now. You're needing to plan out moving forward, moving on. Please clarify the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're walking away from home, you're leaving home, or you're making someone else leave the home. Someone else has to leave the home. It's an ending to like a home and family situation, and an ending to a living situation. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Please clarify the Ten of Wands. Wands, Ten of Wands. Okay. The page's message is, I am ready. I've done a lot of work. Get out. I am ready. I've done a lot of work with this wand already, and I am eager to prove myself. Okay, I was going to look into the meaning more, but my first thought that came was it could have something to do with the children. Pages are often the youngest age group, but they can represent children as well. So you could have had a child or children that, I don't know, it was a burden on them potentially. Or you didn't want it to be a burden on them. You could be walking away so that your children don't have to witness whatever was happening between you and your partner or job or whatever situation or person you're dealing with. I think you were needing someone to work together and it just wasn't happening. Okay, it's definitely a painful ending, but it's definitely over. Because the Ten of Swords is clarifying the Five of Wands, so it was a really painful argument potentially. And then the Emperor reversed. A really nasty man or masculine influence. Very similar to the King of Swords and King of Wands reversed, but then the Empress is upright, so it's like the pairing with the King of Swords reversed and then the Queen of Swords upright. This person is the female energy, the feminine energy. The female person, the feminine energy, is grounded and is in the right headspace and can be clear and knows where she needs to go, knows what she needs to do. She can nurture herself and protect herself and her children. The Empress especially, but along with the Queen of Cups, can represent fertility and being a mother and being pregnant. She's basically like a goddess. The Empress is goddess energy. And so it can be like, you know, this is going to be good for you, that this is ending, that it's over. Like you've probably, you know how to assert yourself and stand your ground, and that's what you're doing. So, as the outcome, as the potential outcome for this month or this situation, it looks like you could be just restarting this whole thing again. I'm actually getting with the Two of Cups clarified by the Fool. Or you could be trying to take a leap of faith onto a supportive partnership with someone else or something else. yeah, so I'll be doing the extended reading on Patreon, and you can find the links to that in the description box below. I'll be using these oracle cards. And please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you found these messages, this reading insightful and helpful. Thank you so much for watching, Scorpios.